What's going on, Crimson Tide fans? Chris Dotcher here with the Alabama Football Report by Chat Sports. Coming up on today's show, multiple recruits now have scheduled visits to Tuscaloosa here in the coming weeks. I think from my count right now, I think Alabama has about 17 players or recruits who have scheduled official visits now here coming up in the next couple of months over the summertime. The official visit dates for Alabama, May 30th through June 2nd, then June 6th through the 8th, 13th through the 15th, and the 20th through the 22nd. Now, you could also have some of those top recruits schedule some midweek visits as well, but as of right now, those official visit dates for Alabama are as follows. So if you guys want more recruiting updates here at the Alabama Football Report, just simply spam me in the comments section for me right now. All right, the first two guys that we're going to talk about today, Ekene Ogboko and Ebenezer Ewetade. I'm pretty sure I pronounced both of those right, so if I didn't, I'm terribly sorry. Both of these guys are teammates as well. Now, Ogboko, he is listed as the number 4 interior offensive lineman on the 247 Sports Composite rankings, but when I was watching his huddle film, it really seemed like he played mostly offensive tackle. On 3 also has him listed as a tackle, so we'll see kind of how Alabama expects to recruit him, whether that's on the inside or the outside there. Ewetade also number 23 edge rusher in this class. Like I said, both players out of the state of North Carolina, both of them on the same team as well. Let's go ahead and start off with Ekene Ogboko right now. He has scheduled his official visit on June 13th. Now, he was offered back in March of last year as well, but his first visit to Alabama was back on Junior Day on February 2nd. And, his profile kind of seems to fit that same trend that we have been seeing recently with these offensive linemen. 6'6", 280 pounds. So very big in terms of height, weight a little bit smaller, but you can always add some weight on there as well. His mom really enjoyed that Junior Day visit to Tuscaloosa, and we all know how important it is to get the family members on board, especially getting those moms on board. Like I said, he played a lot of offensive tackle last season, so we'll see kind of how Alabama recruits him. I would assume they're going more of the offensive tackle route. And it was really impressive just watching his junior highlights as well. Most of it is just nothing but pancake blocks. So I would love to get Ogboko in this class with Alabama in their 2026 recruiting class. Some more official visits for him that have been scheduled: Clemson on May 30th, Georgia on June 6th, and Notre Dame on June 20th. Let's go now to Ebenezer Ewetade. I'm pretty sure I said it even better that time. He's got an official visit. They're both going to be visiting together on June 13th. He's also going to be visiting Georgia and Notre Dame as well. They visited both of those, he visited both of those schools last month as well. Alabama has a ton of edge targets that they're going after currently right now, so we're just going to have to see if Ewetade finds himself in Alabama's 2026 recruiting class. Make sure you guys are subscribed as well right here to the Alabama Football Report. Trying to beat our January subscriber number. We're about halfway through the month now. I think we can do it. We are over halfway there. So help me out. Make sure you guys hit that sub button right now so you don't miss any Alabama football news or rumors. Next player we're going to go to here now is Mack Sutter, 2026 recruit, 4-star tight end. Almost in that top 100 there, 106 overall, and the number 2 player out of the state of Illinois. So you definitely always want to get some of those top players, whatever state it ends up being. He has an official visit scheduled on June 20th as well for Alabama, 6'5", 225 pounds. So I'll be honest, in his photos, he looks a little bit skinnier than 225, but definitely a very nice build there for a tight end, whether or not you're going out there using him more as a, pass-catching tight end or as a blocker. We're just going to have to see on that. Because we all know Alabama in this Kalen DeBoer offense, they like kind of converting those tight ends, especially at that size, over to just kind of a natural wide receiver. Some of those other official visits that he has scheduled so far is going to be visiting Illinois. He's got to get that home state visit in on April 11th. Also going to be taking a visit to Ole Miss on April 25th, Ohio State on May 30th, Penn State on June 6th as well. He visited Alabama back in November for a game as well, so he's been on campus before. And he was supposed to take a visit on Junior Day back on February 2nd, but just, things happened. He wasn't able to get there. So just going to be another visit here for one of the best tight ends in this 2026 recruiting cycle. Before we move on here, I want to give a shout out to our friends over at Fanatics. You guys can get up to 50% off on Alabama hoodies right now just by going to chatsports.com/CFB hoodies. Should also be a little clickable link over there in the corner of your screen as well. They've got hoodies, they've got quarter zips, they've got crew necks, everything that you guys could want for your Alabama football gear. Just go over to chatsports.com/CFB hoodies, and you guys can get up to 50% off on Alabama hoodies right now. All right, the last player we're going to talk about here is Brody Jennings. Currently, right now, he is committed to Michigan, but it's another one of those cornerbacks that Alabama is looking at right now. Number 49 player out of the state of Florida as well. And look, Alabama's going on after a lot of cornerbacks, so whether or not Brody Jennings is actually going to be in Alabama's 2026 class, we're just going to have to see on that. He does have his official visit now scheduled for May 30th. Other visits as well: Georgia on June 13th, Michigan on June 20th. Also going to be taking some spring visits to both Florida and FSU. Got to get those in-state visits in as well. Now, he was offered back on January 29th by Alabama, so this is fairly new in terms of the relationship building process for him. Now, like I said, Alabama is still going after some of those top cornerbacks in this class. Zion Gibson currently committed right now to Alabama. Jordan Edmonds, he was originally supposed to commit, I think, tomorrow on February 19th, but he had to push that commitment date back because his school's under construction and he wants his friends there. And that's just kind of a crazy thing. You schedule your official your commitment date, and then you have to postpone it because the school's under construction. Also going after Brandon Arrington. He's the number one athlete in this class. Alabama's recruiting him as a cornerback, and then the number one cornerback in this class as well in Albert Hill. So how many top 100 defensive backs do you think Alabama gets in their 2026 recruiting class? They're going after three more guys that I definitely do think, could, be in that top 100 in Alabama's 2026 class. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section for me right now. Make sure you guys also give me a follow on my Twitter page. That's at Chris Chat Sports. Post all of our content that goes up on the YouTube page. Post all of that on my Twitter page as well. So do not miss out on any Alabama football news or rumors out there. Make sure you go give me a follow over on Twitter.